Hi guys and welcome back. So today I thought I'd show you my everyday makeup routine and share with you the products I'm currently using. So if you want to see how I achieve this look, keep watching. So after moisturising, I'm going to add my primer by Revolution. I've been looking for a good primer for some time to help stop my makeup from creasing, especially around my mouth area, and I found that this primer works great for that. So I also make sure to really work the primer right into my skin and just zone in on my mouth area and also my lids too. Next I'm going to use my Beautyforever concealer and just apply it to a few areas I have the most hyperpigmentation, or if I just have a few spots I need to cover up generally. I find this concealer to have such a great formula as it's super creamy and gives such good coverage. So once I apply it on, I just go back in and push it all in with one of my small eye brushes, which I feel works perfectly to blend it all together. I used to use the LA Girl Pro concealer as my base before, but since I've discovered this one, I actually prefer it now because I just feel this one is such a better colour match for me, especially in the winter. I didn't really hear much about this concealer before I purchased it, but honestly it's such a good concealer and I only paid around £4 for it at my local beauty and hair shop, so I definitely recommend this one if you're looking for a really good concealer. Now I'm going to use my L'Oreal True Match foundation with my beauty blender and just apply a light coverage all over my face, as I like my makeup in the day to look quite natural and not too heavy. So I've recently just started using this foundation, and let me just say, I'm usually a lover of the matte and the powder foundations, but with this one it literally glides on and just leaves such a beautiful satiny matte finish. I usually use light to medium foundations like this one, but I like how this still builds nicely without feeling chalky and looking patchy if I do want more coverage. So even though I am a fan of this foundation and it works really well for me and lasts throughout the day, I'm still on the hunt for a great foundation because I still find I'm in the middle of a lot of the brand shades, and I often end up wasting money on buying two and having to mix them together to get a better match. So if you guys have any suggestions on foundations I could try, definitely leave them below in the comments for me. The shade I'm using here is Cappuccino, and I'm going to be putting all the products that I use in this video also in the description box below, so you can go and check them out and let me know how you get on. Now I'm just going to use my Maybelline Fit Me concealer I have in shade 50 and just use it to highlight. So I'm going to apply it under my eyes, on my lids, on my nose and anywhere else I want to brighten up a bit more. And again I'm just going to blend it out with another beauty blender. The beauty blender I'm using here is literally from Primark and came as a 2-pack, and for me they work just as well as some of the more pricey applicator sponges, to be fair. I'm not usually fussy on cheap applicators except for brushes, because I brought cheap ones in the past from so many places, but I always find the brushes fall apart and I'm just left with about 6 strands on a makeup brush. But if you do want to try out makeup sponges and don't really want to spend so much money on them straight away, like the beauty blenders or the Real Techniques, definitely have a look in Primark because I have so many options. For mascara, I always love to use Maybelline's classic Volum, which has been my go-to for years, and I actually need to repurchase it now as this one's had way too many water top-ups in. But I literally love Maybelline mascaras generally because I don't know why, but I always find with the other brands they always tend to irritate my eyes for some reason. I don't know if it's the brushes or the formula, but for Maybelline I've always used their mascaras and they've always worked really well for me. And to finish my look I either use my Essence lipstick or Carmex, and I'm all done.